good Monday morning.
Well, good Monday morning once again. How do these
Once
Mondays keep happening?
I know it's like they're reoccurring. Oh, Monday, July the 7th.
Yeah, the lucky seven.
I,
Seven's a lucky number for so many people.
it is.
Yeah. You're
It
like,
is.
I
How are
like
you doing,
seven.
Vicky?
I'm doing great, Jerry. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing good. And I'm also looking at you have a different wall behind you than you did 2 weeks ago.
I do. We moved our offices the last week of June. It was quite the adventure packing up. We'd been in the other location over 20 years. There had been in a lot of accumulated stuff. And moving it over here. We had really good movers. They did a great job. And our IT guy was on it. So we were only down 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, and
Well, that's
Wednesday,
awesome.
back live on Thursday. Still looking for a box or two. They're here somewhere. I don't know.
So, did you throw any stuff away? That's a question I have.
The shredder box had to be picked up twice. And now we've got like 4 boxes of stuff sitting by the shredder box that we moved that we said, we'll go through it when we get there. And then we don't know. So yeah, shred it. Because we dump in paper like crazy. We have one set of filing cabinets, and that's actually just in our supply room to hold the boxes of toner.
Yeah.
We just don't. We print a lot.
Yeah.
And we shred a lot.
That's the industry to be in. That's like trash trucks. Everybody's
Yes.
got to send their trash somewhere.
Yes.
There's
I
like
can
a shredder.
remember moving my dad to a new apartment, and I get over there. My sister and I discovered that I took 42 boxes, like you would buy copier paper in, to a shredder, loaded up the pickup truck. It was stacked real high because this was in 2015. My dad had checkbooks and registers and mail from the 70s.
But that was the time.
It was the time.
You
and
had to
I
keep
had
that
moved
stuff.
him like 6 times and that stuff. And we never questioned what was in the box.
Dad, what's in the box? Oh, it's nothing.
It's important papers.
It's important
That's what I say.
papers.
Very important. Don't you
Yeah.
girls go through that. It's important. It's like,
Well, I mean, just think of it. You have to have your manuals for things. And now you can
Yes.
just get your manuals online.
yeah.
And so,
Well,
all
now
that kind
like
of
all
stuff
your
and
bank records are online.
bank
You can go
record,
to your
yeah.
bank and go get history. You keep
Yeah.
everything on the little thumb drive. So, or it's in some cloud somewhere.
But what's going to happen is when all of chaos breaks loose and all electricity dies and we have nothing like that, he's going to be sitting back going,
Oh, I know. I've got it right here. Oh, no, it's on the thumb drive.
Yeah.
It's like when your power's out
Yes.
from a storm, you say, oh, shoot, I can't go anywhere. I guess I'll just try to turn on the light. Oh, it
Yeah.
doesn't work.
Yeah,
I'll just make some coffee.
exactly.
Oh, no electricity. What's microwave popcorn?
Yeah.
Oh, no, can't do that either. So fireplace came in handy because we did microwave popcorn in the fireplace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear me? We microwave popcorn.
Oh, no, I didn't hear you. Yep, we microwaved it all right.
Hold on. Maybe I need more coffee.
I'm all right.
But
I'm all right.
anyway, it's amazing. And I can't believe we're in July.
I know.
Yeah. Middle of the summer.
How was your 4th of July?
It was a banging success.
How long did it take you to
Pop,
get that
pop.
one?
Everywhere. It was a little warm. It was a little toasty.
Toasty.
Yeah, but that's okay. When you're in a lake, you don't care if it's toasty.
No.
You just jump off the dock in the water and get back out.
Your flip-flops and your shorts and your t-shirt and a hat. And you're
5
good.
bottles of sunscreen.
5. Ugh,
Yeah, for me.
I
Yeah.
hate sunscreen.
But
it's good for us.
love sunscreen because that allows me to go outside.
Mhm.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd be sitting in the window going, are you all having fun out there?
Because
Wish I
that
could
burns
go.
so fast.
Oh my gosh. I could probably burn under a light bulb.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So I take care. I'm careful.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
So the 4th was great. And I love celebrating our country's
Yes.
birthday. And I'm super, super patriotic. Every single time the national anthem is played, stand up, across my heart, and I cry.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah.
It's even been on a commercial, and I'm just walking through the living room, hear that commercial, I'd stop, and I go, I love this country.
Why is Vicky over there crying? Oh, it's a commercial.
They're playing her song.
It's a commercial. It's all good.
It's good. It'll be over in a second. Yeah. But
I
I love all the fanfare.
Well, I think, and also too, as we get a little older, we start appreciating you know,
Yes.
where we
What that
live
word
in.
freedom really
Yeah.
means to us.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
So,
And how blessed we are to have it.
so what have you been up to? And
Well, let's see. Moved,
yep.
new office. And
Hmm.
you know what's amazing is the new office space just
Mhm.
kind of like makes you want to work more. You're going, hey,
Really?
yeah, because it's a beautiful spot. We'll see how long that before that wears off. Right now, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
a new car. You want to go everywhere. Then you're like, yeah, I don't want to leave. You
Yeah.
got a new car. Yeah, it's okay.
It's
We're
like when
good.
you first get your driver's license,
And you jangle those keys
and you just
everywhere
want
you
to
go.
drive everywhere, and then it's like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
Mom, can you drive me?
Yeah.
No,
I
no,
remember
no.
when my oldest girl turned 16, wanted the car keys all the time. And then I asked her to go down to the store and get a loaf of bread. What? Yes. You're not walking.
Surely not.
I gave her a $20 bill to buy a loaf of bread, and she came back and gave me $3 change. I said, what kind of bread did we buy? Oh, well, I got a candy bar and a Coke and a magazine for the trip you didn't want to take.
Oh,
Those were the days.
gotta love
Yeah.
it. Gotta love it.
I liked a reminder of that every once in a while. Remember
So,
that time?
yeah, can you buy me a candy bar?
Could you go get me a magazine and a candy bar? Oh, and maybe a loaf of bread on the
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, please. Thank
Yeah.
you. It's all good. I love it.
But it's so I've been busy. I got through the July 1 renewals. That's
Good.
always a heavy time of year because a lot of people have a 6/30 fiscal year end, so their insurance renews a lot. So it's busy. And then you get a little cushion in July. And then there's always on the 1st and 30th of the month, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
But I'm good until the end of August, and that September 30 year end hits again. So, we're very cyclical.
Yes.
Cyclical. Yeah, in our business. So
I'll Google it in a minute for you.
Google that. Let me know how I need to be educated on that term. Here we go again. Yeah.
So, did I hear you correctly that you took some kind of a class or webinar?
I did.
Very interesting that we
I
kind of
took
talked
a
about.
2-hour continuing education class put on
Okay.
by Paul Davis Restoration Systems, and it was on hoarding and insurance. And so if you've ever watched that show, Hoarders,
I do.
The minute that topic came out and they advertised we're doing this, I went, wait a minute. What kind of impact would hoarding have on insurance? It just had not ever clicked with me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it does now. And they played a little clip out of that episode of this woman's house was, first of all, she had 20 cats, and there's cat stuff, cat leftovers everywhere. And I can't describe it. It was just full of stuff. The bathtub and sinks were full of black water. I don't know how the woman, she looked fairly clean. I don't know how she did it, but the point of it was you could drive by the outside of her house. She lived in a very nice neighborhood. I estimated her house to be about 2,500 square feet. It was very lovely on the outside.
And it was
you had
full.
No idea of the horror inside. So, number one thing it brought to me as an agent, I can't just go by the house and take photos of the outside and the backyard. I better walk in the door.
Yeah.
I better check out, because it affects your electricity. It can affect your plumbing. You could have all kinds of mold. You could have all kinds of vermin in there running around behind the boxes because you can't see it. And that's what they highlighted. A couple of houses that they talked to people and let them carry stuff out and get rid of it. The mold was 2/3 of the walls up and all over the floor and everywhere. So the house couldn't be saved. Now, would your insurance pay off on that?
Exactly.
Because you allowed it to deteriorate. Well, mold's not covered.
Neglect. Yeah.
And it was neglect. And then one of the houses had a hole in the ceiling, and there was mold all through the attic because they had not taken care. And these people have so much stuff that their house is full. The garage is so full, you can't get anything in it. The front door is blocked, so you can't get in the house. And then they said, it's chronic when their car now starts filling up with stuff. So there is a house down the street from me that their front porch, you can't even see the front door. And it's all these clear Rubbermaid totes filled with stuff. And stuff spills out in the yard, and the car is full. And the garage door was open one day, and there was a space just wide enough that if you walk sideways, you could walk through it. And I figured that's how they were getting in and out of their house. But after I saw this show, I thought, wow, it's a huge biohazard.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then a fire starts there,
You'd never know it for a while.
you wouldn't know it, and firefighters then you can't even get in,
Yeah.
and then that fire can spread to your house if you live next door.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Mm-hmm.
the vermin, once the fire starts, they're going to run and go somewhere else. But
Mm.
I thought, what a fascinating twist on, I had just not thought about how that could really impact. And that is the question. Your
Yeah.
carrier could say, you allowed it to deteriorate. This fire could have been put out, except that you didn't take proper steps. And so that's a good question I have. I'm going to ask a couple of my underwriters about.
Yeah,
Uh,
that'd be a good topic to have a
mhm.
breakout or something for the young agent conference.
Oh, it
'Cause that
would
would
be.
be, I mean, I know that probably none of them are in a hoarder situation, but again, as an agent, you'd need to
Well, and this is
need
not
to.
just for homeowners.
Mm-hmm.
I had a client that's just like 20 years ago. I'd forgotten about it. They were one of the first computer recycling companies.
Oh yeah.
And you could take your stuff in there, they take it apart, make new computers and resell it. And they were a tenant of one of my clients. So I had gone by several of his locations to call on their tenants for insurance. I went to this one, and again, it was little bitty tiny baby body wide corridors to get through these giant boxes filled with computer parts.
Yeah.
And the guys are sitting there and they would just take a piece apart and throw it over their shoulder and it landed in this box. But you couldn't walk through it. And the fire marshal had just been through there like 2 days before, warning them. He gave them 72 hours to clear it out because they couldn't get in. So I thought, had I not gone through there,
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
could
No
that have
idea.
come back on my E&O? Because on my application, I put who the tenant was and what they did, but did I inspect the property? And then had
Mhm.
the building owner gone out there? No, he hadn't been out there in about a year. They paid their
Wow.
rent early. They didn't have any complaints. He had really no reason to go by there. Said, I think you better go look. But that's the thing about it is until you've been in their warehouse, in their offices, if it's a homeowner in their house, wherever, you don't really know what's going on in
Yeah.
there. And
Yeah.
that's another reason why it's so hard to get LROs coverage, um, rental occupancies,
Mm-hmm.
because they say you can't control the tenant once they're in there. And are you going by there constantly to see if they're keeping it clean?
Mm-hmm.
If it's accessible to emergency personnel? Or are they doing what they told you they were? I had one of his buildings, the tenant said he was a distributor and warehouse sales. What he didn't tell him was they were 50-gallon barrels, 30-gallon barrels of chemicals.
Gosh.
And he
In
put
his
so many in the warehouse.
Okay.
And he put so many in there, the floor collapsed.
Oh my.
And then trying to take those barrels out of there,
Oh yeah.
his forklift ran into the wall and pushed the wall out. It was a mess.
Gosh.
So I thought, I get it, underwriters,
Yeah.
why you're saying leased rented occupancies are a problem.
Yeah.
And because they move
Golly.
in and you think, oh, they're good. I don't need to go visit them or anything. Yeah, you probably should. But that's a great point. We do need to have some type of a
Yeah.
little session off
Yeah.
of that.
That would be good. Now you're making
Yeah.
me need to clean my desk. Let me throw this.
I know.
That's a toothpick. Yeah, we need to
Yeah, throw that out. Throw
I
that
gotta
out.
clean it up.
Remember, one thing in, one thing out.
That's right.
Bring something
That's
home.
right.
You got to throw
You're
something
right.
out. And try
Yeah.
not to make it your wife. Make it something else you're tossing out.
Yeah. That's
Say,
yeah. Okay.
honey, I just bought a new whatever, and there's no room for you. Sorry, your closet was too full.
It's a new tool. You're gonna have to go.
It is. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm glad you brought that up because I hadn't really. I mean, you think about it, but you almost kind of put that over as good TV show, a good I can see how people could possibly get that way,
Mhm.
but then you don't throw it into the insurance world and start thinking
No,
that
you
way.
don't.
Yeah.
And the clip they played, the lady had 2 grown sons. They were in their 40s. One of them would not let his mother come live with him because she will not stop this habit.
Yeah.
And she shops constantly. They picked up 5 or 6 packages from the amazing company that delivers by truck. And it was all the same thing in every package. And she would go buy 6 or 7 of this, 7 or 8, and then never open it and use it. She would just find a bargain and buy it. And they said, we've tried and tried. And our mother was an RN.
Mm-hmm.
And this is how she ended up living.
Goodness.
And said, we just don't know what to do with her. But the lady, one of the ladies we were talking about, she ended up passing away, and they had to take the window out to get her body out of the house because there was no way to the door.
Goodness.
That's what I thought. Oh my word. So yeah, you know what I'm doing I'm taking vacation.
How many closets?
After 4th of July. Yeah. Vicky's going through every closet in the house. And there's going to make sure there's going to be floor space.
We're gonna tape off some walk areas that they are no-go zone.
No-go zones.
Nothing's going right there.
I thought I declared a lot when I sold the family house about 4 years ago. I filled up a 10-ton dumpster.
Yeah.
And at first I had a hard time going, I don't really have stuff to throw away. Oh yeah, I do.
Oh yeah.
Then it was like, I think I need another dumpster. But I filled up a Salvation Army truck and a Goodwill truck. They're big trucks.
Yeah.
2 trucks filled up. And now that I'm in this house, I had them come by again and filled up another truck. I'm going, I just don't need it. I'm just going to let it go. This is a problem we have in our society, is letting go, because there's memories tied to it. Or I remember I paid X amount of money for this. I can't just let it go. When was the last time you used it? I don't know. You've already let it go.
Okay. I'm going to go home and clean out my closet.
Have Vicky. I got to you?
You got
yeah. What about the rest of the insurance world watching this? Are you all
right.
running home right now to see, honey, babe, whatever? This got to go. Yeah. I know. I'm doing that on my vacation and also clearing out my mom's closets.
Okay.
Fortunately, she only has 2. And I'm not really clearing hers out so much as I bought, or my sister bought her the clear Tupperware things so we can put things in there instead of having it all in boxes.
Well, but my theory is we'll just put up another shed out back.
Yes. George Carlin had a very hilarious routine about stuff.
Yep.
We spend our lives buying stuff. We get more stuff. And then we run out of room for stuff. So we buy a bigger place, and then we buy more stuff.
More stuff.
We're a stuff world.
I love it. Well,
we
thank you for bringing that up. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I think that made this show
right here. This is our Emmy show right here.
This is it right
here.
Do
they give Emmys for podcasts?
Oh heck no. We're not even a podcast. We just send it out. But hey, I may start on this one. We may start it.
Here we go.
So what is going on in Big Eye, Oklahoma world?
Well, let's see. In July 18th is Free Friday. Free.
That's next. That is next week.
Next Friday. A week from this Friday. Yep. And then we've got CISR and CIC classes.
Yep.
That'll
be in August.
August 6th is the big deal because we have the Colby Strength Seminar.
Yep.
And a Young Agents fundraiser, affectionately known as Singo.
Get your team now.
Get your team now.
Get registered. Get your team.
If you want to know anything about Singo, check out our website. There's a link for it. And Ms. Shania Slavic would be loving to talk to anybody about it. Get me there.
I will tell you this much, and don't tell anybody, but I found where she's got her list of songs. It's a OneNote.
OneNote.
I could sell it to someone if they're really interested.
Yeah.
And put that towards an OK Pack donation.
Oh, man.
Just throwing that out.
Just throwing that out there. I'm interested in bidding. I did play a music bingo with a friend somewhere the other day, and they let us use Shazam while you're listening to it. So I'm going to just keep my phone over on the side and Shazam.
Right. So when you have your little ear plug in and you're going.
Yeah. I would say, excuse me, I got to take this phone call.
Yeah.
Oh, let it be.
Vicky's cheating.
I'm just using technology to its best advantage.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we got our August stuff going on there. We got education, and then September. We've talked about it 2 or 3 weeks now.
We're going to talk about it until it's over, and then we're going to talk about how great it was.
That's right.
September 16 and 17. Plan now, it says.
Yep.
Young Agents Conference.
Which registration started on the 1st of this month.
Of
July.
Julio? Yeah. July.
Is that Julio?
Julio, I think so.
Okay.
You know Julio. Yeah, I think so. It is now, as far as I'm
I
concerned.
thought he was a singer.
Well,
Julio.
yeah.
That too.
Julio de August.
Okay, I got to jot
Wait a
that
second.
down.
Is this an insurance show or
It is.
amateur hour
It
comedy?
is. It is.
Comedy deal.
So where are they going to have this conference at?
At the Very Lively Hotel.
Very.
The Lively, off
Mhm.
Penn and what was it?
How,
Northwest
yes, Expressway.
Northwest Expressway.
Yeah.
Yeah. A beautiful Hilton-owned property. It's considered a boutique hotel.
Boutique
And
hotel.
boutique, yes. And it's close to downtown. So, and it's close to lots of places to go in the evening. If you've got some spare time during the conference, museums all over Oklahoma City, at the thunder capital of the world.
Dun,
by the
dun,
way.
dun.
See how I threw that in there?
I
Yeah.
like that.
So there's lots to do around there, but mostly the Young Agents Conference is just a win-win for anybody that attends it. You know, you're going because you're a young agent, which means you're either under the age of 40 or you've been in the business 5 years or less.
So technically, I am a young agent.
Technically, you can go, and you do. Do you not?
I
Right
do.
there,
I
camera
do
and
every single.
your IT medical
right.
emergency bag
That's
yeah, for whatever happens. Don't worry, I've got an extra plug.
I got a cord. I got a
I
cord
got a
for
cord
that.
for that. Hold on.
So our keynote speaker is going to be Patrick McBride.
Mhm.
Then we've got Josh Reasoner, Mark Tedford, Marion Redwine will be speaking at the conference. So that should be good.
4 very influential and interesting people.
Yes.
I mean, Josh Reasoner, the legend,
The legend.
as he recently told me.
Oh, did he now?
The legend.
Okay.
The legend's going on. He's making tracks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to be doing a little leadership discussion there, which should be good.
It should be. Mark's going to talk about legislation, I would assume.
I am assuming. I don't have what they're going to be speaking about, but yeah, should be good.
It'll all be good. They're great speakers. I mean, Big Eye has always done a great job on anything that we've held, our state conference as well as this. I'm picking out very good speakers, great subjects of interest to anybody that attends, whether you're an agent, an underwriter, a loss control, or one of our supplier vendors.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots to be learned and shared. And that's the thing about also about young agents is that you're getting with your peers to talk about what things you might have had difficulty with or what you've had successes with.
Yeah.
And the idea is to share that and gain some camaraderie with people. And then enough, what I call us senior personnel that have been around a while that have got some tips and tricks to share with you.
Do we have name tags that say senior personnel?
Senior. Yeah. The guru.
Okay. Who wants to be a senior personnel? Nope. Not me.
Not me.
Nope.
Me. Yeah.
You are right though. Totally
Yeah.
right. And I hope that young agents don't feel intimidated at all about signing up to go and being a part of this, because it really is an inclusive group of people and really
it is. And that
inviting
date also mid-September is a good date because it's not the first of the month or the end of the month where a lot of clients renew.
Yeah.
It's right in the middle. So you should be able to take a couple of days off work and talk to your principal.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not the agency owner yourself as a young agent, talk to your principal.
Yep.
Ask them about going, explain to them why, have them look at our Big Eye website and talk to somebody else that went for the success of it. All it's going to do is empower your staff by letting them go and learn from others. Because even though you principal may know it all, there's always a new spark out there, you know.
If we ever get to the point where we're not learning something, we need to just.
But you're usually about 6 feet under when we stop learning.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or on your way.
Yep.
You got that 1 foot in, you know.
Or 1/4.
I like to keep that 1/4, that 1.4.
1.4.
1.4. Yeah, it's all there.
I love it. I love it.
So when is our Miss Johnson coming back? When will she land on this continent and this country again?
I am looking at this week.
Was it
towards the end of
the week?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So she'll be back on next week.
Correct.
Yes. And I'll have to go back just to the corner of the room.
Oh no.
Wait until I'm needed again.
Do you know how long our podcast or our recording would be if all three of us were sitting here chatting?
Well, it would go on all day. And we might
be
talk about
fun.
insurance. Although when you get Denise started on something happening at
Hey.
the Capitol, there we go.
And such great information.
Yeah.
Such great
Or
information.
something that Jamie Longacre, our incredible lobbyist, has
That's
brought
right.
to her attention. You're like,
That's
going,
right.
did you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know that we're one of the, when I in my chairmanship year, which sadly has ended, going to all the conferences I went to, every single person I talked to mentioned how forward thinking Oklahoma is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we have shared ideas. We took a couple of ideas from Alabama on the program that Commissioner Mulready put together about grants to homeowners to help
Mhm.
their property be rebuilt with better materials to try and prevent some of these losses.
Right.
And then other states have taken ideas from Oklahoma, but Denise is extremely highly thought of across the country, as is Shania, as Mr. Rapé is for his expertise, and Josh and our staff. It is known out there what a fabulous staff Big Eye, Oklahoma has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're just a bunch of hillbillies from Oklahoma.
We're just, fixing to ask some questions.
Fixing to ask some questions.
We're fixing to.
Get some education.
Yeah. If we haven't talked something over, how do you fix it? How are we fixing this after I've tumped it over? Yeah.
Exactly. Well, Vicki, it has been a pleasure.
I have enjoyed this immensely, Jerry.
This is fun. And
Yeah.
you may want to just keep that microphone there because
you never know.
you never know.
Yeah. In this business, we definitely never know. There's always a surprise popping
That's
up
right.
around the corner.
That's
You're
right.
like,
Hey,
"Really?
and at least we got your camera working.
We got my camera. Yes,
job.
I know
Good
how
job.
to work this thing.
Good
Yeah.
job.
Like I said, I like being on camera
There you go.
when I'm aware of it.
There, yeah.
Yeah. So it's all good.
Yeah, we'll leave that there. It's all
Yeah.
good.
All
Well,
right.
Vicki, have a good week.
You too.
Thank you so much for helping out.
Thank you, sir. I really
see you.
enjoyed it, and I appreciate letting me be here.
All righty. We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.